This is the hard part that people don't tell you about.
It's no wonder it's so hard to find love now when everyone's trying to be the more prideful person. Don't text first. Don't double text. Don't say too much, but don't say too little. Keep the mystery alive by not telling them too much about you, but also expect them to know everything about you and to be able to read through everything you say without you having to even say it. Like, I think that love should be organic. I think that love and falling in love should be you being yourself, them being themselves, and you figure out whether or not you're compatible. Like, where did we get this idea that we had to play a game in order to win someone's heart? When did we start playing games in order to connect with somebody? When we have unlimited options because of social media, and we still have disconnect. Like, we have literally so many ways to connect to people, but it's so hard to find an actual, genuine, authentic, deep connection with passion because we don't want to say the things that we actually feel.
I'll tell you what we actually feel. Nobody gives a fuck. We don't give a damn. You know, the truth is, like, we will explain some mathematical theory about some bullshit about how every guy that they have ever been with fucked them in polite ways, in some sort of language that is not really English, and actually fucked off on them, and they never heard from them again. Nobody gives a crap. Men have been telling you how they feel. They're still telling you. I bet she's got about 20 nice guys in her DMs that she couldn't give a crap about. She's just shitting on all of them. So, you know, hey, listen, you find yourself at the wall, and the wall these days looks like the passenger side seat of a car, right in the whip. So, you know, that's where you're going to be. Like Kevin Samuel says, buy a cat or a dog and die alone, ma'am.
I don't know if there's anything worse than dating someone against your type, like physically not your type, intellectually not your type, societally not your type, habitually not your type, feeling like you've really done the work and you've met someone different, and then realizing that actually they were a wolf in sheep's clothing and they were worse than all of the other ones, and that all of that work you put into putting up boundaries and changing the way you act around people and saying how you feel and communicating clearly was just another challenge for them, and you're so much more broken than had you just dated the same sort of guy that you usually do, and now there's nearly no one out there that doesn't trigger you.
Welcome to the wall, Looney Tune. That's what you get. Now there's nobody out there that triggers you. What, triggers that vagina? That's what you wanted, remember? See, this is what gets me with these modern women. You know, they think that they can give their actual value away until they have no more value and then gain value from a man. What a load of bullshit. You know, she knows she fucked up because she now wishes that the guys that she used to give time to, probably before feminism brainwashed her, she now wishes that she had given those guys a chance. You know, now she wishes that she could even have those guys. But this is the problem. CC, you know, it will pick you up where you're at and dash you wherever by the time it's done with you. So she's ran into the wall. And the wall is a very funny place because you know what I'm starting to realize or recognize is that all these women can actually sing, because these bitches singing the same fucking note today. Good luck.
So I thought at 43 years old I was past the point of getting stood up for dates. But ladies and gentlemen, Steve from Bumble is here to teach me a motherfucking lesson. This is the guy that puts on his profile he's looking for high quality women. Does Steve not know that high quality women are busy motherfuckers? And I've just travelled to South Manchester to try and meet this guy, and he's not done the decency of sending me a fucking goddamn text. Fuck you, Steve from Bumble.
40 fucking 3. Oh my God. Can you really can't make this shit up. It's really something to see. You know, she's still dating at 43. Like, you may as well give up at this point. Like, you should have been gave up and just like, because you're going into old age, man. Like, what do you actually have to offer a man? What, your money, what, your education, some belongings? A man don't care about none of that shit, man. I wonder, does she even have any kids? Probably not. You know, it's unreal. The delusion is thick like wax. You know? So now she's saying she wishes this guy had just given her a text. You know, no, ma'am. He's not going to text you. And neither is the next guy or the next guy after that. And every guy until you drop dead. Because you know why? You have no value. They simply don't give a damn. You know why? Because you never gave a damn. What goes around comes around. You made that bed, now you gotta lie in that bed. You know, it's extremely sad. I really don't give a damn because at the end of the day, in this life, we get what we deserve. So now she comes to TikTok. You know why these women are on TikTok? Because nobody is paying these women any attention. Another failed. And you know what gets me? This is a world where she was built to succeed, and she's still a failure. I mean, come on, look at this woman. You wouldn't expect a woman like this to be an actual whole failure. She's a whole failure. Buy a cat, buy a dog, and die alone, ma'am.
I'm just starting to get a little bit sick and tired of every guy that tries to chat to me. Starts off really nice, making conversations, they want to get to know me, yeah? And then the ball drops, and they just want to get the leg over. Now, I don't mind. Lads, you've got needs, I completely get that. Girls have needs too, okay? But it's when it happens every single time. And I feel like saying to these people, you know I'm not a blow-up doll, right? Like, I'm not something you can just pick up and chuck away when you've used it once. It gets to a point where it hurts. Because I am a person, I am a human being, I have feelings. And even when I do let somebody in, they just treat me like I'm an option, you know? Like they're not satisfied with just me, so they have to have other people that they think I don't know about, but I do know about. It just kind of makes you question your own self-worth sometimes.
See, this is the thing. The same type of guys that these women went for are the same type of guys that they're now complaining about. But this is the way of the universe. You get what you put out. So now you're receiving what you received all these years, but it's taken all these years, all of that cock, to finally realize that these guys are no good. But the end of the day is if she could go out and still attract these men, she would go out there and still attract these men. Because to them, it's all a game of gaining. But I ask you, ma'am, what have you really gained? Because it seems like you've gained nothing but traumatic, negative, depressing, upsetting experiences. And none of that is a gain. Because I'll tell you why. None of that is going to now help you gain the man that will be good for you. In fact, all you will be able to attract out of a man is the D. So, you know, you can cry a river. Men do not care. You know, women said the same line over and over again.
I don't need no man. Oh, God.
I don't need a man. Well, those same men have told you over and over again, indirectly after they used and abused you, that they don't need you as a woman. What goes around comes around, fellas. You can't make this shit up. But I tell you something, someone's making it up. I wonder who that is.
the hard part that people don't tell you about. Being 30 and over and being single is so nice. You gotta do what you want when you want. But then at night, you have to come home to yourself. And like, this is the reality of it. I love my singleness, but I also crave for a partner because this is what I come home to. Very depleted, very sad, empty.
I don't need no man. Oh God.
You know, this is what gets me. Where's the band of feminist women? Where's all the women, come out for the support, we got you, girl. Where is that bullshit? It just gets me because it's like, even if that shit happened, it seems like none of these women would give a crap. They all seem to want the same one damn thing. That's a man. Where's the rhetoric now? I don't need a man. And men are trash. Guys, people, have you ever realized that the people that say this bullshit, they're usually young. They usually still have their prime years ahead of them. That's what gets me with these women, like, that have hit the wall. They don't even realize that society has taught young women that they don't need a man and that they can be independent and all the bullshit that comes along with it. But then you know what happens? When no one gives a flying fuck about these women, they come out of the depths of fucking society, out of the holes and caves that they have to crawl out from, screaming for help. It's a sad case, and the truth is, what's even more sad is that men their age appropriate men, really don't give a damn, because we were there watching the bullshit, right? And the younger generations, they're just in a world of their own. They're not going to date older women or take them serious. Well, they'll date you if you're lucky, but they're not going to put a ring on it. They're not going to do none of that shit. And even if they did, they're not going to keep it 100 with you. They're not going to live a monogamous life with you. You're just going to be a damaged good used as an accessory, like a purse, right? But these women were adamant. They were good. They thought that somehow that when they hit the wall, that there'll be a Prince Charming to swoop them off their old ass feet. It's a fucking joke, man. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Drop me a like, a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.